weird people. I don't see weird people to connect to this, you know, weird people to ignore this. That's exactly what we need. The first 15 to 50 people are going to be like us. That's what's going to make this place amazing. Not an ROI, not whatever, which I can understand in a later stage, not now. Now it's all about storytelling, curation, interesting interaction, super interesting people, super interesting content and storytelling. What can you tell me I cannot meet, read, listen somewhere else? That's what we are creating. Snowflakes, right? We are not imitators. I'm not copy paste anything here.
Yeah.
But I'm also don't want to be weird just to be weird. I'm being authentic.
Yeah.
I'm challenging myself. Can it be funny copy? Can it be interesting? And I like what you did today. I really like it.
You know, if you go to Tao.art website.
Which one?
TAO.art. Yeah, so I'm building this website where I write my poems. So it's the same concept. I just decided to bring it.
Yeah. Nice. I think I love it, Ming. I really love it.
So no branding, nothing. It's anonymous. Hey, that poem. It's inspired by your family. What you give is what you receive.
Amazing. For me, the conversation with her was a validation.
Validation of what?
That we are right. Sorry, like, because the only way to build a community and a business today, if it's not only technology, is to connect to people in a meaningful way. Right? And a lot of people will not understand this because they're what you call living in a bubble. So this is what we have to offer. In a very transactional world, we can be the place that you can dance with the person in the street and have a meaningful moment. That's what's missing in the world. A really great opportunity to experience life. That's what we are building. Now, how do you write the copy and the design around it? This is our challenge. This is our only challenge is to tell the story to the right audience, and it's really going to be authentic one.
Yeah.
In the right place. That's it, Ming. That's it.
That's why it's so fun. Having fun every day.
And you know, I don't mind to say, this is Workaround. Try our alternative website. And then it's all about art and conversation with people, and you know, like a call to action. Try our alternative universe, and you flip into something like this: conversation with Sharon, or dancing with Leo, or whatever. Right? This is what we are creating.
Yeah.
We need to be artistic. This is our canvas, the landing page. Why we are iterating over the landing page? Because it helps us to tell the story in a very structured way. That's it. I don't care if nobody's going to see it now, but it helps us to ask the question, who is it for? Is it clear? Is it funny? Is it interesting? Do we like it? You know, it's just imagine it as a book. This is our book. That's it. Because it's not about the product. The product is going to look the same. It's a booking system. Okay. Can we make it, you know, if I go to your profile, am I inspired by you? Okay, do I want to meet this person? How we can make it artistic? I think we need to embed more of this here, or to have an alternative website saying, this is how we imagine the world. How Workaround is going to change your life. I don't know. That's how Shira challenged me today. Like, stop thinking in the frameworks, you know, because the old copy is Yeah. Working alone every day, you know, this, okay, fine, like, I don't know. Fine, it's a start. I told you it's duration. I don't mind. We need to be artistic, to be authentic, to be snowflake, to be who we are. That's what we need to do, but still keep it clear and to the point. So how can you do that? Alternative, or your personal voice can be here, you know. This is not LinkedIn. I'm not saying this is bad, by the way. I'm just saying, like, what is the next level? I wanna be super proud what we are doing. Really proud, you know. Wherever happens, somebody's gonna say, like Oatly, wow, guys, you're a genius. You know, the normal show, the normal, the show that they have, like the puppets, Oatly puppets. You've seen it, no?
Yeah,
we talked about it. All their ads, you know. Let's have fun. Let's be creative, but world class. We're not juniors or doing. The normal show. Yeah. This is amazing. They're having fun. You can see it. They don't counting. By the way, if you will listen, Oatly, backed up by Blackstone, one of the most evil VCs in the world. It's private equity. They're not VC. They don't have any KPI in the marketing. Do you believe this? The most successful food brand in the last, I don't know, 20 years. Okay. Yeah. They don't have any KPI. Listen to this guy, you know, and he's like us. So it's not about who is right. If you do what everybody else is doing, you're going to end up in the same place. That's what I'm saying. That's all. It's boring. You're not building a community by thinking about KPI. Who's going to care about KPI, really? Now, of course, we're a business. We're going to look at it. I'm not saying not. We're going to have a spreadsheet and we're going to look at the expenses. I'm not stupid. I'm just saying that's not what connects people. That's not a story, KPI.
Yeah.
And I work in companies. I know, like, we thought about it every day, and you need to convince people until nobody cares about KPI. Like, nobody, only managers, executors. If you're a person, it's about building a team. It's about telling a story. It's about caring about people, show empathy, you know, build something meaningful. Yeah, if you have an Uber, you just ship food from one place to another. It's all about KPIs. There's nothing else. There's no people involved. Just ruining neighborhoods. Yeah, you take 30% of the restaurant's money and put it in your pocket. That's their business model, because they cannot make money from taxi and they're losing money from day zero. Okay, that's not what I'm trying to create here. We're trying to create a healthy society. How do we do it? Meaningful one-to-one interaction. Share things, share your knowledge, share your food in a respectful way, in a professional way. Build a healthy society, healthy neighborhood. Know who lives around you. Helping each other. Be generous. Be kind. What's the KPI here? How do you measure success? I understand the question. To be kind? There is, I'm not getting into the science of it, of complexity, but this is the kind of mindset, even if people don't can articulate like I do, because this is what I'm doing the last 3 years. Intuitively, they can say, wow, Sharon, you're right. You know, kindness, you know, connecting, meaningful. Bubble, dancing, wow, this is huge. Eating with another person, sharing my knowledge, learning in person, wow. That's like the old days. This is human beings. This is amazing. I love it. I'm taking the risk. When they started Tesla, and people bought Tesla before there was Tesla, the car was broken. But you know why people bought it? Because they want to be part of fixing it. They enjoy the journey of being entrepreneurs and fixing the car with Tesla. Imagine that. That's the kind of spirit we need here. We're not sure. We have some values, we have a big vision. We want to change the world, whatever, I don't know what to call it. I don't have all the answers and definitely not all the questions. Do you want to join? And if you start thinking about sheets and term sheets and KPIs, fine, let's talk in the future. And strategies for what? Telling a story, to connect with people. Of course, I'm a strategist, I know how I think, I'm very, very methodical, but this is human beings. So I'm just strategize, how do I tell the story like a script artist? Also when you paint, there is way to paint, even it's a lot of creativity, also for writing. But I'm not building a transactional business. That's why I said this conversation was a validation for me. She's not wrong. She's just playing the different ball game. That's fine. It's not here. And you know how I know it? Because when I talk with Bob, he's invite me to his house. He bought me a coffee. He wants to help. He still connects. He sends me messages. I'm building a relationship with the person. Now, maybe it not work. I'm taking the risk, right? And maybe he will be dissatisfied. I don't know what. But this is the work. That's what we are doing. It's not a SaaS product. And I think, maybe another point, if you're a strategist, the number one question is, where do you want to be? Where are you going? Why? This is the number one question, like why? And our why, we want to build a healthy society. We want to connect people in a meaningful way. We want people to have different experiences. Okay, this is not an ordinary marketplace. So you start asking different kind of questions. This is the real strategy. And not about investors or KPI or show me your shits or whatever. We are building something for us first. Otherwise, it's not authentic. And I think, even Airbnb, which is very similar to where we are in, when they started, they used Airbnb. All the employees and themselves, when they started, just host people in their apartment. Airbnb is just a way to say air mattress and breakfast. That's how they started in San Francisco, just to make some money and get to know a few people, and some of them became customers. So we are doing the same. Otherwise, how can you build such a weird experience to stay at somebody's home? So if we need a consultant, I will say somebody really understands communities. Somebody is really entrepreneur. Somebody is really know how to talk, really cares. You can do it for free because this is his passion. I cannot pay you to go to a meetup. It's fucked up at this stage, right? Because you want to do this and you do it anyway. I'm just like the trigger for you. I'm the facilitation. I'm the space. I will give you some money. I will give you some incentive, but it's not about the incentive. And I have a big question mark about this because it's another discussion. Incentive can ruin people's behavior if it's wrong. They will hack the system just to get the money, the jackpot. It's a very dangerous game. So we're going to make mistakes, definitely. I'm just saying. When I spoke to Martin, his lecture in Den Haag University or something like that, about human behavior, changing human behavior. And we had a really interesting conversation. He said, we are defined by our own stories. This is what defines us, our stories. And the stories right now are defined by war. So I'm against something. This is how I'm against climate change. I'm against the Russian. I'm against whatever. We need a new way to define ourselves. And that's exactly what we are doing. we're connecting people in a meaningful way without the definition, you're right, I'm wrong. How can we work it out together? Without marginalizing people, without saying it's all about the money. It's all about transactions. If you don't understand this, and maybe Balazs doesn't wake up in the morning thinking about this, but this is his being. Even if it's not going to join, like you can feel this person, it's all about people. His kind of people, not any people. Yeah, we're not saints. That's what I'm saying. But your community by heart, you cannot buy this trait just because it's fascinating you. It's cool because you can make more money. So that's my validation. We're on the right track. We are building relationship. We are building our audience. The next step is content and storytelling, and keep connecting. So my way of connecting and storytelling is to build a show using LinkedIn. How do we build a workaround and talk with people? Every one of us will find his own channel and story to tell, which is authentic, real, and super interesting. You're not gonna tell the same story like somebody else. Copy paste, right? You're going to tell your own story. It's interesting for you. You want to hear it in 5 years from now. So then nobody can copy it and nobody can understand it from the outside trying to measure it. I believe in you, but I'm not willing to take the risk. This is ridiculous. Sounds like school. You know what Oatly is doing here? Nobody in the world, no brand will invest so much money and effort at building a show that doesn't sell the product. When they ask David Cancel, why are you doing podcasting? There is no KPI. You cannot attribute success marketing. He said, this is my way to connect to my audience. That's it. I'm building trust. I'm putting myself in authority of knowledge and sharing my knowledge and stories in a very unique way. If you cannot measure it, doesn't mean there is no value. The measurement becomes relevant the more you scale because you need to pay attention to your whatever. But this, how do you measure this? What's here to measure in this video? I don't understand. It's pure entertainment, with a little bit education. That's exactly what we're going to do. Double down on what we are really good at, not trying to imitate anybody else.
Yeah.
And I think those kind of conversations define us. That's why I'm spending so much time talking to you, because I'm also thinking, it makes me like, it's not about, people tell me it's about execution. It's not about execution. You first need to come with a very good story to tell to a very specific audience that promise him a better future, a better version of him, a better something that's worth taking the risk. That's exactly what we are doing here, step by step. And what is our iteration? What is our canvas? Our website, LinkedIn, whatever, because it's cheap. We talk with people, boom, you put something on the website. You do some prototyping, boom, we release it. But it helps us to think that that's all.
True.
See the program, put a hard stop right now. Look at what we've done in the last 4 weeks. People will say you just did nothing. I'm saying no, the opposite. My story is better. I am more focused. I talked with people. I refine my story. I iterate. I argue with each other. We did teamwork. We realize each other better. That's the process of doing amazing work. Execution is for executors. We are not executors. We are artists. We are community leaders. How do we operate? We tell stories. We connect. We have conversations. We have canvas to draw the future. So I'm saying, I don't mind having another version, which is very wild, saying this is what we imagine. We don't need to go traditionally. It needs to be good just for the visitor. We need to be good for us to tell the right story, but I don't mind to have very wild ideas like this. Yeah. Or there are other work like this. Sorry. Yeah, this is an ad. But it's everything in an ad. It's just funny story about how stupid we are. That's what I want to do. I want people to look at it and say, wow, this is genius work. I love it. I want to be part of it.
No, we can create a show.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to tell stories that people want to listen to, people want to become part of. Otherwise, I'm going to go and build a SaaS product to optimize some ad revenue, fuck whatever. Good luck. This is more interesting life.
Yeah.
People are enjoying working there. I can promise. You cannot produce this kind of fucking amazing thing. It's really funny and interesting and unique, just because somebody told you. It's about creativity.
You know, I realized my purpose in life is to make the world a fun place.
You should double, triple down, quarter, I don't know what to say, 8 times double on this, you know?
Yeah.
Because that's going to be easy pen. Nobody needs to motivate you. It's not about money. It's not about anything. You just do your thing. If you're really good at it, people will notice. If you really suck, nothing's going to happen. So you fucked. Sorry. So that requires some kind of interesting take on reality, interesting knowledge, interesting experience, a lot of pain or something. It's like you need to come with somewhere, you know, like Batman. You had trauma. That's what builds him, not like happy life. You have something that comes from somewhere, from your depth of your soul. Whatever it is, I'm not saying just pain. It could be inspiration, it could be whatever. Religion, art. This is life. And I think there's a lot of value. That's my story, to show people how to build startups, how to bring ideas that are different, how to express yourself in doing business, how to build communities, how to ask the right questions. That's what I want to do.
I support you. I'll help you.
Yeah. And each one of us needs to choose his own path to be a community leader. This is our responsibility, right? Nobody tasks us to be a community leader. You need to choose this path. The role to connect people in a meaningful way and to invite them to a new experiences, human experience. And if you buy this, what I just said, it's in you, it's an energy. So now the only question is, okay, let's connect. Where can I help? What can I do? What do you need, guys? I'm willing to take the risk. But if you're saying, hire me, whatever it is, it's not about her. This is wrong. Like, no, it's not where we are right now. I'm a consultant for what? Like, really? To build relationship? Like, take the risk. Put your share, your reputation here, your whatever. I'm doing this, Boris doing this, you're doing this. So that's what I'm saying. There are 4 opportunities that right now we need 2. The third is like nice to have. Maybe you're really good at something, you can help. Either you're a community seeder and help to onboard, to welcome, to talk with new members, or either you're a storyteller, or both. Anything else is nice to have. And we don't need like product right now. We have Boris, it's enough, and Toby can help, whatever, and we'll build something nice. It's not about that. It's about this. If we have the right leaders with the right story, boom. Now expand on programs, on content, or whatever, on the services, on our products, on memberships, on more value to the community.
Wow, great, great. This is great, man.
This is amazing. I think what is here, sorry for interrupting you. What is here is super accurate. It's in the right level. If you don't understand it, don't be here right now. Ming, are you a community leader? Yes. Come with a plan, your authentic plan, how you're going to meet people in an interesting way and share your stories. That's it. That's it. UX and product is Boris. Done. Nobody's going to intervene. Storytelling, who can help? So we have ourselves, we're going to produce stories in specific channels. We're going to meet people. That's what we need right now. And once we have a critical mass, there will be more hosts and guests, like the regular people going to join, let's call it. Up until then, meet people, tell stories, share it with others. That's community work. If you don't understand it, sorry, it's not for you right now. And we don't need to invent stories, just share your journey, the people that you meet, the experience that you have, the learnings that we have, help other people to draw feedback and value, like how do you build communities, how do you build startups, how do you, our own struggles, open it up, like we don't know how to incentivize people. What do you think? It's an open conversation, really. Because she's an example of somebody who's looking for a specific answer for a specific question. So it's not for you right now. That's it. By the way, I'm not looking for people who love the idea. I want to look for people that want to be part of the idea, not love the idea. It's like, this is, okay, you love it, fine. So what? Do you want to be part of it? No, okay. I don't know what is loving the idea. You think about, this is nice. Okay, fine. It's not what we need. And I think we have the perfect team. And it's going to grow. We have design, brand design, Boris, Shira, Boris, you and I, and Balash, and more Balash will come. Just need to be patient and really build a relationship.
Yeah.
That's it. Here's the plan. I'm going to write on the show and I'm going to create the topics. I'm going to do it, the format. And I start today with LinkedIn.
Okay. Great.
You know what's beauty about this? This is 10 Principles of Good Design by somebody who's really famous. I don't know if you know it. Good design is innovative, makes product useful. Aesthetics makes the product understandable. What is this? Unobtrusive. I don't know what does it mean. Honest.
Unobtrusive, so it doesn't.
Yeah. Thorough. Whatever. Right. This is beautiful. This is simple. This is great. Or this ad from Apple. Yeah. The philosophy, empathy, focus, impute. That's it. That's why I brought these examples, just to, learn from the best. This is Nike. You don't need to agree. It's not about that, because I don't agree with everything they're saying, but that's what I'm trying to create. This ad they have, you don't need to read the copy, just the image, like, wow, okay, got it. So this is my version today. Simple. Everything is embedded. I hope, like, from my best understanding, right? So now how can we take this, improve it, put it here? Okay. Can you feel it here? Now we can do some improvements. I will say alternate version going to be really, really nice. A little bit of copy. This is a start, right? More like that. People, conversation, working. Imagine your future. This is amazing. This is so beautiful. And here we can do some improvements. That's it. It's just improve, 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 which help us to understand. This is an artist's work, the grinding. Okay, got it, got it, got it. Oh, okay, we're there. So we just need more content, meaningful content, because that's not enough. This is helping us, it's not helping other people. This is for us, by the way. Other people, it shows content, stories, to help them to become better. So that's the next level. And this is what I'm going to do. That's the plan. How do you feel? Sorry, I was talking a lot, but I like, she brought me so much energy, anger, and I utilize it to something else.
How do I feel? I feel excited. I feel very excited for what's going to happen right now and also in the near future. I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing because it's fun. And yeah, I've not much comments. I listen to you and I agree. I think it's a great plan. You put words into my intuition.
Yeah, that's my craftsmanship.
Yeah, that's what I said of you first time when you came here to the playroom for the first time on the 17th of December. You start taking your book and then your drawing board and you start drawing. I said, oh wow, you're putting words into my intuition, my understanding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good, by the way, that's a really good checklist. Can somebody understand the intuition and translate it into his own craft? Right. And I think what I put here, original, fun, conversational, edutainment, this is exactly what we are doing. This is the foundation, the juice, you know, it's like the atoms of everything that we will do. I don't know if original, maybe if authentic, like be yourself, have fun, conversational, and edutainment. This is how you bring your gifts and value to other human beings and other creatures out there, whatever they are. Because then you don't need to pretend, you don't need another values, even to be kind. If you're authentic, you have fun, you conversational entertainment, you bring your gifts automatically. You're being generous automatically. But asking this question is really good. I love, like, how can we bring kindness? How can we bring conversational? How can we bring fun? How can we bring authenticity to this, whatever?
Yeah, making it fun. And also giving the space for people to be authentic.
By the way, this is the definition of community. You feel, it feels like home.
Yeah.
Right.
Community that survives over thousands of years.
The strategy, by the way, is meaningless if you don't have the philosophy. Because then you're executor. You just do what, you just follower. You don't understand the world, human behavior, psychology, physics, whatever it is. Like what is your, what is your background? What is your foundation? Uber is not a foundation. Airbnb is not a foundation. Google is not a foundation, but what is the foundation and where are you coming from? Your deep roots. This is community. This is means to be a human being. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
I want to read a quote and then I'm going to leave you. Just a moment.
I need to practice a little bit more.
Just a moment, maybe. No, I'm going to tell you a short story. I'm going to find it, send it to you later. I can find it. There's a book that I read. It's a very famous book, by the way, and a very famous writer. You probably know him, Malcolm Gladwell. Did you hear about? Yeah. So this is the book. The tipping point. And he articulated how little things can make a big difference. His science is wrong. And I just learned in the last year. It's a great book, great story, but it's not true. And he did a research or whatever. It's not true. It's garbage. And that's why you need a really good foundation what you are saying. You can be a great storyteller, but your story is false. What is your foundation? Where are you coming from?
Yeah.
It's really critical. Really critical. Where are you learning from?
It's cool because you're taking in first principles, and when someone
right.
writes a story, you figure out, is this person on level 1 or is it level 3 or level 5 thinking? It's cool if you can think that way. It's that you can see through all advertisement, you can see through all sales page, you can see through everything.
True.
Wonderful, man.
Bill Walsh. I have to read it. This is fundamental. One of the books that I really like is the famous NFL coach. And he has a great quote from in the beginning of the book. I can find it in the book. Make me think to read it again.
About what?
About life.
About life.
This is also a really great one. For me, the starting point for everything, before strategy, tactics, theories, managing, organizing, philosophy, whatever, work ethics. This is really true. Okay, I'm going to find it. It's really big. But what he's saying is, he's saying that what the winning philosophy, it's what's important. That's what builds team. A winning philosophy. So why are you going to win? How are you going to do things that really cut through what everybody's doing?
Yeah.
You call it a winning philosophy. But so what is our winning philosophy? Philosophy, not strategy. Philosophy. Philosophy comes before strategy.
Yes,
right?
True. Yes.
So we are a philosopher. We also strategizer. We can also execute like tactics, but we start with the philosophy. We are first principle thinkers. Okay, what's going to connect people in a meaningful way? Because that's what the business we are. That's the choice that we made. Why? Because this is who we are. We cannot do something else.
Yes. Yes.
I found the book. Aha!
Highlighted the quote or something.
Listen, this is huge. Running a football franchise is not unlike running any other business. You start with your structural format and basic philosophy. It's a winning philosophy. And then finds the people who can implement it. You start with a structural format with how does it look and basic philosophy. And then you find the people. This is a NFL coach, right? Nothing to do with NFL. So what is our basic philosophy or winning philosophy? Basic, I think, is even better than winning. Like, what do we really think is true about the world, regardless of the context or in the context itself? because everything has a context. And I think now it's about finding the people who can implement this. Okay. So I'm going to continue tomorrow with this and building more on the show and explain to myself and the audience. I feel fine with the LinkedIn. It feels right. So I'm going to use it in different place. I'm going to review our copy again, see if I have any comments and think about it. And build my own strategy. How can I connect with people, and what should be our framework to connect with people? Like which kind of questions we need to answer as a community seeders, and that's going to help you, me, and the next Balashes to join and to be part of it. And compensation, it's something that will take time. Like something, yeah, something that we need to think about. That's also do not destroy human motivation. So
I think it's good to start with small compensation, 1 to 2 compensation regardless.
Yeah.
And then we get a feel on how it's going to work out. Then we can think of it later. I'm sure Balash will understand. But it's good to give him even some monetary compensation, nevertheless. Even though he doesn't ask for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, prepare for Wednesday. It's a big day.
Yeah, but what I like about Balash, it's not a big thing. It just we are continuing and bringing more structure. Yeah. And he understands this. He doesn't ask for anything. Like, guys, let's collaborate and find a way. He doesn't bring like, I want this, otherwise we're not making any progress. This is negotiation, right? We are building relationships. It's very different.
I say it's a big day because he's the first workground member from outside.
מה?
סורי. אמא שלי לוקחת עכשיו את המחשב. צריך משהו?
לא.
לדעת? פשוט איזיס ככה לקחת? צריך לסגור שום דבר?
אני אשלח לה את המייל, שהיא תוכל להראות להם את המייל.
אוקיי, צריך איזה יוזר, למחוק את היוזרים, לנעול את היוזרים?
מה יש במחשב הזה? אין כלום.
אני שואלת שאלה.
לא, איך הם יכולים להיכנס ליוזר? רק מחליפים את המקלדת.
אז היא פשוט הולכת לשם וזהו ונותנת?
יש לך שם משהו שאת צריכה לשמור? לי אין כלום.
לא,
אז לא.
אז היא פשוט הולכת ונותנת את זה, כן?
אני אשלח את המייל.
תשלח לי, ביי.
ביי.
מתי אתה יוצא?
עוד מעט. Just a moment. Yeah, I think that's it.
Oh. I've no plans tonight. Tomorrow evening, I'm going to travel to Jean Robert's space in Puerto. He invited me to his space. That's north of Amsterdam. Also going to talk to the people that I talked to the last weekend. I want to meet for a coffee with one of the philosophers that I met. She says she's in community building.
Yeah. And I'm also gonna search out for events to join once more. Yeah. I want to go for events where I can ask questions. Because I think it's great. Like if you ask a very unusual question that benefits everyone, you gain authority immediately. And everyone will just want to talk to you outside. Yeah.
So I love to play that game because it's like a challenge for me. It's fun.
I agree. That's part of being above the noise and also adding value. So just to be weird.
And I enjoyed it. This is not going to stop. Having fun every day.
Okay, so I will continue also tomorrow. עדיף, כן.
אוקיי, ולקחת את זה בתיק או משהו?